Alright, hello all my earth children, all my earth angels. How do we do today's? Today we're doing a reading on Who is Thinking About You. We have the three piles with the little South Park characters. We got Stan, Kenny, and Cal. I just want to let you guys know, before going into it, we have memberships available on this channel now. There's no pressure, but there is going to be more exclusive readings under these two tiers that you can get. One is for just shorts readings, and one is for like other full content readings under the membership. I've posted a couple already, so yeah, you should consider joining. It's just for a small little price per month. If you do, I really appreciate it. If you're here at all, I honestly appreciate it anyway, so it's fine. But I just wanted to let you guys know that you can go over there, and I'm doing like other types of readings there, not just like tarot. I'm doing more intuitive stuff, whatever I channel intuitively, and I'm also doing, like, I just did a writing one where I wrote, I channeled through writing. So if you're interested in any of that, please just, join on my channel. Just press the join button, and I'll see you over there as well. You'll get a little bit more throughout the month. But anyway, let's carry on into this and see what we got going on. All right, pile one, you got Stan. We're gonna see who's thinking about you and what we got going on here. Shuffling has been a little bit rough lately. I don't know what's the deal with my hands, or I don't know, but a girl needs to get it together with the shuffling. It's just a little unfortunate. Okay, let's see. Who is thinking of pile one? King of Wands reversed. Okay, this is someone who you have unfinished business with. Someone who's not really being too confident right now. Definitely not someone who's in their power. You could be in separation from this person, or like at a disconnect. The Star. And we're going to clarify the King of Wands reversed. Two of Wands. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Try that again. Queen of Wands. Clarify the Lovers reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. And then the Star. Nine of Wands. Okay. On the back we have Judgment reversed. Okay. Well, this is definitely someone who has been indecisive. This could even be someone who's got legal stuff going on, some sort of legal issue, or even possibly they could have, some sort of legal issue with you. That probably won't be for all of you, but it's possible. I feel like this is somebody who's been a little bit, just like with the King of Wands reversed, a King of Wands is usually someone who's like bold, powerful, grounded, someone who's more action oriented and confident, and all of that kind of like leadership energy. And with it in reversed, I feel like this person is not in a place of action right now. I feel like, or maybe they haven't been. It seems to be more of like, it seems like they're in planning mode here for, for, I don't know what. Well, I guess we'll have to look into it, but it seems like they're in planning mode. But this is someone who you already know. I mean, obviously, if they're thinking of you, right? But there's unfinished business here. This is not something that's been closed out. The Queen of Wands. This is someone who you've had maybe a passionate connection with, someone who maybe usually comes off pretty confident and you know, takes the lead, but I also think this person perceives you that way. I think this person could have been intimidated, honestly. There's a little bit of insecurity going on right now. But this is somebody who maybe you're not speaking to so much right now, or maybe you could have had a breakup with them. Sorry. I do think that this is somebody who this is someone who feels optimistic about this connection. I feel like they feel like this is a connection worth fighting for, or a connection that they haven't let go of. Like there's still huge consideration and thought about this connection. Is there anything else before I pull more? This is specific a little bit, but this person could have maybe projected a past connection, like a past dynamic, onto this. That sort of it feels like there could be some like old past energy that has nothing to do with you that could have been like projected onto this connection. I'm gonna keep going though. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Devil. Ow. And right over the Lover's reverse too. So I feel like that could even be an old connection that was toxic that they projected. I'm telling you that's coming through for sure here. Ace of Wands. Clarify the Page of Cups. This is definitely someone who's infatuated with you. You definitely bring relief to this person. I think this person definitely is crushing. I do think that this person could sort of, again, I'm getting like they project this, like old, like whatever, like there's some anxiety this person has, due to some old situations. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like an ex or anything, but there's like this self-created anxiety when it comes to this connection. I feel like this person feels like you guys have a really good give and take, or you could have a really good give and take. I feel like this person wants to be able to give you, you know, a lot of, like, I feel like this person wants to, like, have provider energy. Maybe they don't feel like they can. I'm not sure. It's almost like a fear of, like, you walking away because they're not good enough, or they don't have enough, or, with the Ace of Wands, we have the Five of Cups and Six of Swords. On the back, we have the World reversed. Huh. Maybe for some of you this is an ex, maybe. And maybe that's what I'm talking about, but you know, take it however it resonates, because I feel like the message will still stand, but yeah, I feel like this person, out of fear, like, can be a little bit flighty, maybe a little inconsistent, not very grounded. They're not in a grounded energy. Um, it, hmm. I do feel like, for those of you where this is like a newer connection and this is not your ex, I feel like there is, like, this person understands the potential for new beginning here. I think there's a lot of passion here. I think there's a lot of excitement. I think that there is healing that's going on for this person. You know, this is all just to specify like who's thinking about you, but there could have been some sort of abandonment wounds here for this person. They could be moving away, or they could have abandoned a connection here and moved away towards, you know, this connection. It feels like there's like, this person understands that they've walked into something different, but it feels like they can't help but again, like, project or like, fear the worst here. All right, let me keep going. So why is this person thinking about pile 1? Why are they thinking about pile 1? The moon reversed. They're gaining clarity here. Seeing things clearly. Challenges. We're going to continue to see what's going on. Why are they thinking about pile 1? The Hangman. Clarify the moon reverse. 4 of Wands reversed. Maybe they had to, yeah, they had to walk away from a connection. Or they are walking away, or they have walked away from a connection. That wasn't, you know, that wasn't for them. Or they're coming to some sort of realization, or, let me keep going, hold on. Yeah. Why are they thinking about pile 1? For some of you, I feel like this is your ex. On the back we have the 4 reversed. I think this person is like putting themselves in like a mental turmoil right now. Yeah, this person has a lot of fear and baggage on moving this forward. You know, whether this is your ex or it's not, you know, because, you know, if this is someone who you broke up with, you took a little time from, and now they're coming back, I feel like they're a little bit concerned about how things went and if that's going to happen again. And for those of you where this is not an ex, I feel like there is a situation with an ex here that, but I don't understand how that's what's coming through when they're thinking of you. I guess maybe that's just like what's overwhelming. It's like overwhelmingly anxious here, that it's like when they even think about, it's like they're afraid of the fact that they're interested and they're afraid of the fact that they do like you, and that there is potential here, and that they've started to envision, you know, a new future for themselves in that, you know, could really involve you. And I feel like they're like, whoa, 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 hold on, run it back. Like, I feel like this person's, I think they have a lot to heal from. And I think they're like, again, they're projecting this anxiety onto this connection because there's like this, maybe they're a little bit cynical, you know, about love. They could be a little bit jaded right now. And like having this, projecting like this repetition onto this connection, which is definitely not fair. But I feel like this person they have to work through this. They're not seeing things clearly at all. They're having a hard time. It's like they're gaining they're not seeing things clearly. I think they understand love and relationships, but I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true at all for this person. I think there's just something about you that you really rock to their world. I think you're really having them like re-navigate within themselves what relationships mean to them and what, romance or love means to them. I think this person's kind of going through it mentally. Like they're really like, I think things are being like redefined for them, and I think they're kind of like pushing back on it. They're not that they don't want to like, be happy or move on and be in a good, nice connection with you, but it's like they're like holding themselves back from, or they're like, I don't know, it's like they're being too stubborn. They're like pushing back and avoiding like the optimism. I feel like it's a little bit out of character for them. I think they could just be going through it, to be honest. I think they're just having a rough time. I really don't, like, if you're feeling like, what the hell's going on? Like, this person's not talking to me, or, this person acts very hot and cold, or, like, there's a lot of, if you're confused, it's because this person is, like, they've got shit to work through. And it really has nothing to do with you. There's nothing about you that has caused any issues. I think that they're in their own mental prison right now. They're like carrying all these burdens of this like ending of this unhappy, like happily ever after doesn't happen. Like that's the kind of attitude there is. It's like, why would it happen with this connection? It couldn't happen with the last one. I think this person's just, I think they need a chance to simmer right now. They're a little bit like, they're being a little bit irrational, not to be insensitive, but there's it's all out of like pure, it's not really logical. Okay, we're not really working with our heart or our mind here. It's more of like impulse, ego, fear. Like this person, they need to heal. I guess maybe, are they realizing that? Let me see. Are they realizing that they need to heal right now? Eventually they have to, right? But let's see. Are they realizing that they have to heal? Oof, the Emperor reversed. This person's not in the best energy for sure. Strength reverse. This person feels vulnerable. Yeah, this person feels very vulnerable right now. It's like I feel like this person doesn't know whether they're coming or going. And I think this person is, they don't trust themselves. So even if you are coming in with this like gold that really does glitter and is real and is rich, I feel like they're like, is it really? The last time that glitter wasn't, all that glitters did not gold. It did not be gold. It was not. So I feel like this person, I think they do recognize that they can't be in this energy. But I do think that this person feels a little bit fragile right now. They feel like they have no control over what they got going on. And maybe for some of you, they do have some legal stuff going on, and that could be what it is like, it's like really affecting them. But I do feel like this person feels out of control. And they feel, yeah, they just feel fragile right now. And they feel, again, they don't know whether they're coming or going. They don't trust themselves. This person needs to work through some stuff. I think if this person can, like, heal through this and deal with whatever this is and completely close out whatever this is, there's a definite potential here. But right now it seems like this person has way too much other energy in them that it's like, I would protect yourself right now, to be honest. But they are thinking about you. Through all their anxiety, they're still thinking about you, and through all their problems, you're still on their mind. So yeah, pile one, I'm gonna leave that there. Hopefully that was helpful. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you next. I honestly don't even know what day it is, but yeah, have a good one. Bye. Alright, pile two, you got They Killed Kenny. We're gonna see who's thinking about you and why. Alright, pile two. Who's thinking about pile two? Oh shit, I almost just dropped the whole deck. Oh god. Alright, bear with me. Okay. Let's shuffle better than that. Jesus. Alright, that's what we're gonna get. Alright, who is thinking about pile two? Page of Pentacles. The Devil reversed. Seven of Cups. Five of Cups. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. The Star. Clarify the Devil reversed. The Lovers. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Death. Clarify the Five of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Nine of Wands on the back. Okay. So who is thinking about pile two? Okay. So this is someone who's going through a bit of an epiphany here. This is somebody who maybe has given you like just to clarify who this could be, someone who might have given you like small offers in the past. Someone who maybe has given you like maybe little gifts, you know, tangible little things. Nothing too like huge yet. I do feel like this person is going through some sort of awakening here. This is somebody who is trying to leave toxic shit in the past. This is somebody who's trying to be better, let go of certain things, especially in their love life, make better choices even. Let go of toxic connections. I feel like this person feels like you make them better. This is someone who was maybe once in some sort of an illusion here, or some sort of, even if not an illusion, like maybe they you know, kept their desire for this connection like more in their mind, more in like fantasy land, like they'd fantasize about, you know, being with you or this connection, and not really take action or make that, you know, 3D reality, sorry. And I feel like there's some sort of transformation occurring here. there's some sort, they're coming out of some sort of either this place of non-action or this illusion that they had about this connection. Because the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, I think this person has abandonment wounds. I think that it's possible that you could have felt abandoned by this person because they were holding back. They weren't, they maybe could have come off a little selfish. They could have come off just like more guarded, I feel like, or more like things could have been a little bit unclear here, but I feel like this person, they're working through something here. They're fighting against whatever this illusion was, whatever these wounds are. I feel like they're starting to persevere through that and move forward when it comes to love. I'm gonna see why are they thinking of you? Hopefully that gives you some sort of idea of who this is. Why are they thinking of pile 2? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Maybe you've had a false start with this person. Maybe that, yeah, they had to maybe take some space for healing. Maybe there was patience that was needed here. Yeah, there was some pain here, some heartbreak. This person could have some sort of, like with that's very loudly, like some sort of legal issue here. Or if not, I mean, I think that could be very much the case for a lot of you, but it could also just be that this person, they were holding back this, like this new beginning here. They were indecisive. Clarify the Temperance, the Fool. Three of Swords. Sorry. Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person feels like this connection has healed them. Or is healing them, or is like very healing to them. I feel like they are actually, yeah, I'm telling you, they want to persevere. They want to move past this heartbreak. I feel like they're sick of their own shit, to be honest with you. I feel like they're sick of it. This person could have been in a place where they were sort of, they could have taken this for granted a little bit because they were sort of caught up in, you know, old wounds or things that weren't serving us anymore. I feel like this person could have maybe, yeah, took it for granted. I feel like this person's coming back around. They feel like things are not over here. This could have even been someone who, didn't even necessarily walk away, but just like created like some distance here, and like nothing was ever really closed out. Like there was never really an official, like, you know, withdrawing here for real. It's like, it feels like the door's been open, if that makes sense, with this connection. Like it feels like things haven't really ever ended or had like some sort of definitive, like, I don't know, breakup or separation or whatever, you know, it would be for you. It feels more like things slowed down and then we're stagnant, if that makes sense. And I think it's truly because of, you know, maybe for some of you it is because this person has some legal issues. For others of you, I feel like this person, they were indecisive. I also think that maybe they were a little insecure. Didn't feel like maybe they had anything they could offer that was of substance at the time. 5-1's reversed, yeah. This person doesn't want any problems. This person avoids conflict. So I'm telling you, this person, I'm really getting it strongly. This person didn't even necessarily walk away, or you didn't necessarily walk away from them, but there was like a moment of peace or quiet, or like, okay, what the hell? Where is this going? There was like a moment of a pause here, but not necessarily a shut door, if that makes sense. So why are they thinking of them again? Why are they thinking of them? I think they want to heal this. They feel very comfortable and and safe with you. They like feel naturally comfortable with you. They feel like you're funny, you're witty, you're intelligent, you're very intellectually stimulating. Ace of Swords reversed. What's with all these aces reversed? Two of Pentacles reversed. The Moon, Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, this person, yeah, there's a pause here. This person's trying to gain perspective. This person's trying to, I'm telling you, there was a standstill here. Or maybe there is right now. Maybe I shouldn't totally keep this in the past tense, but I feel like this person felt like they did not have enough to offer. It's like you are somebody who is deserving of some sort of equal give and take. I think this person desires that. They desire a very balanced connection, but I feel like to them, they felt like they couldn't match up. They felt like at this moment, or maybe they feel like that now. They feel like they can't match up at the moment because of, you know, whatever they have going on. There's like something affecting this. Again, for some of you, I really, really strongly feel like there's a legal issue. It could even be like maybe they're getting divorced from somebody, or they have maybe some baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, stuff like that. But for others of you, I feel like this person is just like deeply afraid to make the wrong choice. To be so honest, and like, don't take that personally. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think this person is trying to navigate how to trust themselves. I think I got that for Pile 1 too. Maybe there's a theme over here. Maybe I should do a reading on, do they trust you? Or should you trust them? Ooh. I'll have to think about that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person feels confused. But I also think this person confuses you. Like, this... yeah, they're... Okay, they're thinking about you because, one, they're confused, clearly. Things are not very clear to them right now, but they know that they feel very safe and at home and comfortable with you. I feel like they feel like whatever challenges they have going on here, and it could even be like, you know, their job, or there's some sort of external factor here, that I feel like they feel like it's caused an imbalance for them. Like, they almost, like, it's almost like the decision was made, was taken out of their hands to even be able to proceed forward with this, because there's some sort of issue or some sort of struggle they have going on that's completely taking their attention away, that they can't even balance out. yeah, it's like this person, they can't balance their life right now. Whatever they have going on is like really taking their attention away. So I think they're thinking of you because I think they feel bad, to be honest. I feel like they feel guilty, they feel bad, they feel not good enough because they don't have what they feel you deserve right now to give you. I think this person finds you very intelligent and they feel very connected to you. I feel like they could feel like there's some sort of soul connection here. But yeah, pile 2, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully this was helpful. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Alright, pile 3, you got Kyle. We're going to see who is thinking about you and why. If you guys missed it in the intro or in the last video, we have memberships on the channel now, so if you'd like to be a part of any exclusive readings, just, go to my channel and click the join button, and then you have 2 options there for 2 different tiers of, more extra exclusive readings throughout the month. But let's get into this. Pile 3. Okay, let's see. Who's thinking of pile 3? Okay. Possibly a soulmate connection. Swords reversed. 2 of Wands. The Emperor reversed. This is someone who's not really in their power right now. Clarify the Lovers. Whoa. Star. Clarify the Ace of Swords reverse. 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is someone who's healing. That's definitely very strongly all over here. World. This is someone who's having a hard time connecting to their intuition. On the back, we have King of Wands reversed. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't feel like they're in their power right now. This could be someone who feels a little emasculated. This doesn't necessarily have to be because of you, but there's an insecurity going on right now. This person's feeling inadequate. They could be a little withdrawn. I think this person's going through healing. They're in a very cloudy place right now. Very hard to see things clearly at the moment. I think all these piles are a little bit connected, to be honest. So maybe there's a theme going on out in the collective, but I feel like this person, they're feeling a little bit, it's a little bit hard for them to have future thinking right now. It's like things are feeling a little bit bleak because, I don't know, it's like this person's they could be in a little bit of a depression possibly, but it feels like they're in, they're like they feel out of control of their life right now. They could even be burnt out. They could be like overworking themselves even. But it's just, I didn't even realize that, but I think it's too late anyway. Damn. This person, yeah, I feel like there's a feeling of like not enough. It's like, it feels like nothing's enough. This person could be a little bit of a perfectionist. It feels like they're not satisfied with themselves right now. Or they could feel like they they're unable to please everyone else right now. Let's keep pulling a little bit. Let me pull. Yeah, this is someone who's withdrawn. They could be emotionally unavailable right now. Where did that go? Yeah, you're definitely not in like a relationship with this person. They're a little bit hyper independent at the moment. They could be emotionally immature, or at least they could be right now behaving that way. Okay, it seems like they're making a decision, or maybe for some of you, they have some sort of, this came through for all the piles, I think, too. There could be some sort of legal stuff. There's, like, some strong legal energy that keeps coming through today. This person could have some sort of situation with the law, or they have to go to court, or something like that. You know, maybe they are getting a divorce, or maybe they're fighting for custody if they have children. All right, why are they thinking about... They have anxiety. They're anxious. I thought I was getting something, but... Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups reversed. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Tower. There could have been a sudden change that occurred in their life, or that even occurred in this connection. This person is feeling like very anxious when they think about this. They're having anxiety about this. I feel like this person's very hard on themselves. And I also think, okay, yeah, justice on the back. This person, there could definitely be some legal stuff going on. But I also think this person feels like they want to be fair to you, and they want to be able to provide you with what you're able to provide them. And I feel like they're feeling like they don't have a fair balance here with you. Like, maybe for some of you, it could be that they feel like they're overgiving in this, but I feel like this person, for a lot of you, feels like they don't have as much as you have to offer at the moment because of, like, whatever they have going on here. I feel like this person also is a little bit... I think they're kind of not really recognizing what's in front of them. But I also think that this person, they're having a hard time figuring out... Like, I feel like this person thought they knew what they wanted in their life and what success looked like for them. And I feel like that reality is shifting. I feel like something about that has been shaken for them, and now they're a little bit more unclear about what it is they want for their future, what that's supposed to look like. Yeah, I feel like this person's really, like, they're, like, really in their head. Like, I think they're afraid of some sort of I think they're afraid of things going wrong if they put their heart into this. I think they're scared. I think they want to approach this with a realistic approach when it comes to the romance part of it, because this, they do have romantical feelings here. There is definitely interest, but I think they're trying to maintain a realistic approach to romance. They're trying to maintain a realistic idea of romance. It's like, I feel like they're trying to, like, almost, maybe in the past they were a little bit like, not the Lulu, but they were a little bit like in Fantasyland when it came to connections. Maybe they didn't really look at connections in a realistic way, or from because connections are not necessarily just easy because you love somebody. There's a lot of compromise and sacrifice and, giving to each other and making sure we're on the same page and we have the same vision for the future. There's a lot of things that need to align on a grounded level for connections. And sorry, I feel like this person wants to maintain a perspective that's grounded here, but in the midst of all that, they're like overthinking and like creating this fear within themselves without even allowing themselves to try to approach it differently. It's like they understand they need to approach love differently. They want to approach love differently. But I think they're also so unsure about what does it mean to be in a successful relationship? What are the signs of a green flag relationship? Like, this person's, they're having a hard time reading the room when it comes to, what love is supposed to look like, what a healthy partnership looks like. They're really not sure. And I feel like they're trying to maintain this realism with themselves. But I feel like they could be overcorrecting. Like, maybe in the past they were very ungrounded in their idea of love. Or even maybe how they approached this connection. They could have been a little bit like, shall I say, love bomby. And now I feel like they're trying to maintain, they're like, wait, no, that's what I did in the past, and that was a big mistake that ended up in such a disaster. I have to approach it from this place. But I feel like they're not really even sure what that place is. Like, I think they're still trying to navigate it while acting like they understand what a real relationship costs or means. I think there's a little bit of maturity that needs to be gained here for this person. But all the while, though, in the midst of all that, I think this person really does have a acknowledgement that they want to make sure things are fair. They want to make sure that there's a balance in the connection. And they don't want to be given what they can't give, because then they feel like they don't, like, this person's very wary of, like, making it seem like they're using you, or they could even be, like, hiding the fact that they can't offer such things, so they're, like, maybe being a little bit avoidant or a little bit withdrawn out of just, like, I can't give you what. And they might even be perceiving you as, like, able to give more than you're even willing to give, to be honest. I think this person's just hard on themselves, to be honest. I think this person's, like, especially right now, like, they really, for some reason, feel very inadequate. And, like, there's not enough, like, they almost feel like what you can offer is not what they can offer right now. And I think that scares them. They don't want to have you in a position where you resent them, or you don't like them, or you see them as, like, less than. because they don't quite have their shit together the same way. So pile 3. I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!